Hey there, a big g'day from down under. Welcome to my mini teach for today. A short power pack of truth, a little nugget for your day in less than 10 minutes. All right, you ready to go? Thumbs up, let's do this. Today we're going to be looking at the question, what does it mean to worship in spirit and truth? Let's go to the text. It's in John's Gospel, chapter 4. We did, in the previous mini teach, we talked about the woman at the well and what the living water actually represents. Now we're going to actually have a look a little bit more at the conversation between Jesus and this Samaritan woman. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's dive in. The text is John 4:21-24 in the New King James. Jesus said to her, "Woman, believe me, the hour is coming when you will neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem worship the Father. You worship what you do not know. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father is seeking such to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth." All right, let's pull this apart a little bit. Right, to begin with, a bit of context for this story. So this woman is a Samaritan woman, which means she's part of the what would now be considered the illegitimate northern kingdoms that had gone away about 180 years prior to the southern kingdom into captivity by the Assyrians, and they had become quite diluted and mixed, whereas the Jews had preserved that remnant, if you will. So the animosity between the Samaritans and the Jews was, it was really very, very, very severe. And the Samaritans worshipped on Mount Carmel, and the Jews were like, no, worship is only in Jerusalem at the temple. And of course, this woman raises this issue. She's sort of arguing with Jesus backwards and forwards, and he's saying to her, no, you've missed the point. You don't know what you worship. And those of us, the Jews do, because we are in the temple and that have been instituted by the Lord and following, through the law of Moses and following through with what had been given to Moses. And Jesus is, of course, the fulfillment of the law and the prophets. But the point he's making here is he's saying you've all missed the point of what worship is about. Worship isn't about where. Worship is about what actually happens from within you. Worship is about a heart connection. So to worship the Father in spirit and in truth is like speaking heart to heart with God. Our heart connected to his heart. And the only way that our heart can be connected to his heart is through the sacrifice of Jesus, is through the redemption that we received at Calvary, which has restored us to relationship with the Father and has restored us to our original design, so that our spirit can commune with his spirit and we can worship him from that place. Now, I want to actually just clarify something about worship, because certainly in churches I grew up in, and the way that it was sort of taught, worship was like songs that we sang for a segment in our church services on a Sunday. No, that's one way to worship. Worship is a lifestyle. Worship is a surrendered life. Worship is living heart to heart with God. Your heart communing with him, speaking with him, receiving from him. That is what it means to worship in spirit. And the truth is only found in Jesus Christ. As he himself has said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father except through me. So the only way to worship the Father is in spirit and truth, heart to heart. Through the connection, we have the restored relationship that we have because of the work of the cross. Amen. Now, I'd like to hear your ideas of what you think it means to worship in spirit and in truth. I'm sure you could elaborate further. I try and keep these teachings brief. Let me know in the comments, and if this has blessed you, please share it. Big good day, and I'll see you in my next mini teach. Bye.